Hey guys, it's me, Kit. I'm going to talk to you about spankings today. So first, I need you to promise that you're going to watch the whole thing. Do you promise? Shake your head. Yes? Okay, I see you did. Good. I'll keep this as short as I can. I talk about this for probably 45 minutes in my class, so I'll try to keep this to 6-7 minutes. We'll see. Now first, don't confuse the message. Now I'm talking to you about spankings, but I'm going to try to convince you not to use them. All right? So in how to improve spankings, you improve them by not using them. So you promised you wouldn't turn this off, so watch this. Now first, don't confuse the message. I'm not saying that spankings don't work, because actually they work really well. That's why parents use them. A child does something bad, here he's done something bad, so I spank him, and now he doesn't do it again. But unfortunately, he's doing all these other things behind my back that now there are a lot of negative consequences that I'm not even aware of, and that's what we're going to go through. So let's put him back over here. Now first, spankings don't result in desirable behavior. So just because you spank a child for doing something doesn't mean next time they're going to do the correct thing. So it's important as a parent, I think, to remember what it was like to be a kid. So let's say I'm a kid, it's dinner time, I come into the kitchen, Mom, when are we going to eat? She says, oh, it's going to be half an hour. I think, oh man, that's such a long time. I look over, I see the cookie jar. I know I'm not supposed to eat cookies, but I grab one, take a bite just in time to look up and see Mom step up and smack me. Right? Does this mean I'm never going to eat cookies again? No. I'm going to learn how not to get caught. A week later, same thing happens. I'm in the kitchen. Mom, when are we going to eat? 45 minutes. I think, oh man. I look over, I see the cookies, and I just wait. And I get lucky. The phone rings. Mom turns around. I reach over. I get that cookie, goes in my pocket. I go into my room, go into the closet, shut the door, and eat it real fast. So I've still done it, but Mom doesn't know about it anymore. So I'm engaging in that behavior behind her back, not telling her. All right, that's one problem. Another problem is it conditions fear, anxiety, and avoidance behavior. Now, if you are hitting your child, they're more likely then to fear you and experience anxiety around you, and you don't want this. I hear some parents say, in order for there to be respect, there must be some fear. But I'll argue that if there's that fear, then you're not going to respect them. You're not going to tell them the truth. And you want your kids telling you the truth. But if they're afraid of everything that's going to happen, if they tell you the truth, they're just going to shut up. So they're going to hide this stuff from you. So that day they get in trouble at school and come home, you walk through the door, oh, how was your day today? Oh, it's fine. I'll be in my room. They go back there and pray that the school doesn't call to tell you what happened. And that's one of those teachable moments where you can help them work through the problem and problem solve so next time they don't do the same thing. But you don't get the opportunity to do that because they're afraid to share this stuff with you. Another problem is that spankings model aggressive behavior. That means you hit your child, then they learn to hit others. I mean, they're learning from watching and imitating you. So, you're out in the park, you're reading the paper, your child's playing with some kids, and your child, you look up just in time to see him reach over, push another kid to the ground and grab his truck. So you run over and grab him, throw him over your knee, start administering that punishment. I don't ever want to see you hit another kid again. Now, he's learning that hitting someone is potentially a solution for dealing with a problem like this. And actually this can kind of become a sick message if you think about it, if certain lines are thrown in. Like, I'm only doing this because I love you. That just doesn't make any sense at all. We don't want to be pairing hitting with love in any way. Now, I hear a lot of students, or I often hear them saying, my dad used to whoop me and it's a good thing he did. He kept me in line. But when I hear that, I'm always thinking, well, it sounds like if he had to whoop you, you really weren't in line. And maybe he was whooping you because you were doing bad things just for attention because you were never getting any of that good attention up front. Sometimes parents get into this relationship where they tell a child what to do, the child starts doing it. So since they're doing what they're supposed to do, I just ignore them. And now, I go on and do my own thing. Well, the child wants attention from me, the parent. So he's not getting it for what he's supposed to do. So now he misbehaves. So now I'm over there punishing him. All right, then again I ignore him and he misbehaves and I come over, I punish him again. So I think I'm punishing this bad behavior. In fact, what I'm doing, since he wants attention and I'm giving him attention, bad attention is better than none at all, I'm reinforcing this. I'm actually making it more likely that he's going to misbehave when he wants attention. Now, another thing I often hear from students, they get an option. All right, so since you've done this, you either are going to get whooped or you're going to be grounded for a week. Your choice. Well, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you give a child a choice? And whenever I suggest this to classes, they always say, well, I take the whooping because it's over with immediately. So it kind of sounds like to me that the grounding might have actually been more effective. All right? And it doesn't make sense to give the child, why do I want to give up that power in determining what the punishment should be? I shouldn't make the child make that determination. Anyway, so my best recommendation is not to spank at all, but I realize many of you are probably going to continue spanking, but at least if you do, don't do it very often. Save it for those times that are life-threatening, like the child runs into the street. At least that way, when you use it a lot, it loses its value. You start with a little slap, it works in the beginning, and then it's got to get harder each time, and then pretty soon a parent may actually be abusing or beating their child to get an effect out of this, where if it's not used very often, just a little swat might work. And save that for a life-threatening time like when the child runs into the street. But again, I'd recommend not spanking at all. So what should you do? Well, basically you should reinforce desirable behaviors, use praise whenever possible. If something is just done for attention-seeking purposes and you can ignore it, that's good to do. When they do something wrong or they engage in bad behavior, you don't want to let it go. There's got to be a consequence, but that consequence should be logical. So anyway, the purpose of this wasn't to get into solutions, but what I do want you to do is watch all 3 of Dr. Jordan's presentations on my website. She did 3 great presentations that really will give you the solutions to what you should do. So go to drkit.org and under Success in Parenting, click on Parenting Videos, and then you'll find all 3 of hers there. So good luck with your parenting. Thanks for watching.